So today we're doing NBA over-unders 2 weeks away from the NBA season, so these numbers could fluctuate depending on how it goes. But as of today, we got it. We had a year in 2006 where 20 teams were hit the under.
Damn, so that means the league was extremely competitive that year.
Or extremely top-heavy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so in my mind, I had to try to pick 14 or 15 unders to kind of keep the balance. And it was so hard, bro. There are so many teams here that I think, like this 20 wins, they could get to 21 wins, right? Probably not, I guess.
Yeah, that's one of the teams I felt like that too. Like,
let's get into
the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets is at 18.5. I was like, Cam Johnson can get them 20 wins, especially with a healthy Ben Simmons.
Cam Thomas.
I
mean, he's there. Johnson's there too.
Yeah.
So
I meant to say Cam Thomas.
Okay.
Cam Thomas and Ben Simmons could get them 20 wins.
Who do we think these people are?
You must forget who healthy Ben Simmons is.
You must forget healthy Ben Simmons ain't showed up in a long time.
Let me stop. But still, even if he's 60 or 70% of what he was, and Cam Thomas,
How good do you think Cam Thomas is? Like, he can score for sure. You think that's going to translate to 20-plus wins? The way you make it seem is that he's Braun. He's adding 20 wins to the roster by being great.
No. They're projecting 18.5.
Right.
That's only two. Because look, one thing these bad teams do, they can beat some bad teams, right? But then they also catch the good teams lacking.
You know he's BSing, right?
But
the way he's stuttering and stuff.
You can't tell me that a team like OKC can get caught lacking by.
No, they can't.
Yes, a Nets team can still come out and beat the good teams randomly, and you be like, damn, they beat them that night?
Bro, don't say that.
They
don't
can.
Say
that does happen.
Can, but it's just
especially
not
on a
like
back.
But you're asking them to do it 19 times.
You catch them on a back-to-back.
They are never going to be favored in the NBA game. So you're asking them to be the underdog 19 times.
I would take the
win.
Nets over the Wizards. The Wizards,
are
they'll
hot
be ass.
4 times, maybe.
The Wizards are hot ass.
Is he trying to convince me?
Hey, on a good night, the Nets can beat the Bulls.
For sure. On a good night, yeah. But
yeah.
you're asking them to have that good night 16 times. If they're going to be favored against the Wizards 4 times, they have to be the underdog and win 16 times. That's a lot of times for Cam Thomas.
But also.
So do you think they're going to win 7 games?
No. Hell no.
Right.
But I think there's a big gap between 19 and 7.
But I don't think it's a big gap between 20 and 19.
Because my lock
So where are you projecting them to win? In 19 and a half.
I went under. I don't have a specific number. I said under. I don't think they're going to win that many games.
But what would you, if you had to guess?
17. 18 exactly.
Okay, 18.
Mm-hmm.
If he go over to just say 20 win, 18 and 20 ain't that big of a gap.
It's not.
I think that was my thinking. I also went over just because I'm like, if they can win 18 games, they can win 20. If I don't think they can win 18 games, that means I think that they're going to win 15 games.
Yeah.
If they can win 18, that means they can get 2 more.
I would not be surprised if it's the worst team in basketball next season.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably going to trade Dorian Finney-Smith and Cam Johnson.
And Bojan Bogdanovic.
That's 3 real NBA players that probably won't be there by February.
But that's also my thinking. While they still have those, now, am I ever betting on them to beat the Thunder?
Pray not.
No.
He bet on preseason the other day. When you weren't here, he said he bet on preseason.
Google that number.
That's what I'm saying. He got to call it.
Google that number. I do agree with him. He might not be beating the Thunder.
Yeah.
The Nets could probably catch a Hornets. They could catch a Raptors.
They can catch a Heat team. They can get hot.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where
they can't.
And I'm also say this: I'm gonna
odds.
have overs on teams that I don't think they're gonna win 30 games, but I don't think they're gonna win 17 either.
So here's the history on that. Every single season, there's a number of teams that don't hit 30. Last year, we had 8 teams that didn't hit 30. The year before that, it was 4. And then we have 6, 7, 9, 5, 9, 5. So there's always going to be, let's say, at least 4 to 5 teams at minimum that won't hit 30 wins.
Yes.
In my mind, obviously, I think we can all agree that the Nets are one of those teams that will not hit 30.
Wizards won't hit 30.
Mm-hmm.
The other
Blazers
teams
won't hit 30.
The Blazers won't hit 30.
Let's take it one team at a time.
Yeah.
Let's take it one team at a time. So for this one, I went Nets under. Mike, where did you go?
I'm under.
And then y'all 2 went over.
I went over.
What's the
Slightly
next one?
over.
Yeah.
Over it could be about 1 game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
I just
And under can be about 1 game
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind at home. Give us another team, Derek.
I had another lock. Hold on. Let me.
Everybody's supposed to bring some locks. Wait, that was your
the
lock?
Nets is a lock?
The Nets was a lock.
They are
for
not
me.
my lock.
They was a lock for me to go.
They are
over
not my
18
lock.
and a half.
I didn't know
So I just want to frame this. Locks, in my mind, locks are the team. I'm literally betting money on my locks.
Yes.
You would bet $1,000 that they win 19 or more games this season.
So that price tag is a little high. I would probably go. 50.
But it's no. Time out. This is what we get you.
What?
If it's a lock, it shouldn't matter.
This is what we get
sure.
you.
I'll put 1,000 on it.
Can we do it right now?
No.
Oh, so it's not a lock.
So
This
he
is
was
a
just
hypothetical bet.
talking.
I thought this was a hypothetical.
He don't
bet.
got money.
Damn.
But that's what I'm saying.
Come on now, you saving money from the haircut.
That is very true. That's a lot of money you save.
That's
But
going right to the account.
that is very true. You do that a lot, Derek, where you say, I guarantee, and then
I'm be honest with you, of the 30 teams in basketball, I'm surprised that this is one of your locks,
Me
bro.
too.
Yeah, this is one of my
That's why I had
locks.
to catch myself and say, I'm over with him.
So you have to be
Not a
the
lot.
biggest Cam Thomas fan in the world.
I just don't think that roster is that bad to where they can't get over 18 and a half.
I think their 7 through 10 might be the worst in basketball.
Yeah, but the other ones.
And I think that their 1 through 6 is probably the 27th worst in basketball.
Yeah, because what do you mean the other ones?
It's not like they're super top heavy. They're
Yeah.
ass across the board.
they are, but I don't think that they're.
But okay, listen.
I'm looking at the 18 and a half. And
This is what I'm
thinking
saying.
that they are,
Again, this is your lock. I'm not trying to convince you
Yeah.
otherwise. This team is actively trying to lose
Yeah.
a shit ton of games.
but
So you're locking a team that come February are trying to lose every game on purpose.
But also 18 and a half, saying that they can win 20, 21 games ain't that crazy. That's why I'm saying it's
I
over.
think it is, though, Derek.
I think they can get you 20 to 21 wins.
You think this
I
roster
think-
right
I
now?
also gotta think.
The one part I disagree with Derek is the lock. But if they can win 18, they could win 20. That's my logic. I don't think that's crazy to say that this Nets team win 20
And I think,
games.
too-
How many games in a row did the Pistons lose last year?
27?
What was it 28?
27, 28, one of them.
They still won 14 games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that the Nets are good, but I don't think they're going to lose 28 games in a row either.
That's fair.
Yeah.
The Wizards, they were horrible.
Mm-hmm.
They won 15 games. I think the Nets, they not going to be this bad. Are they going to be good? No. But I can look at them being like the Blazers, who won 21 games last year.
21 game, yeah.
The Blazers ain't had shit. Scoot Henderson wasn't on a fucking crumb. Anthony Simons was hurt. Shaden Sharp was hurt. Jeremy Grant wasn't doing nothing special. They still won 21 games. I don't think the Nets are that far away from that. In the Western Conference, by the way. In the Western
And the
Conference,
Nets
by the
are in
way.
the East.
In the Western Conference, by the way. So that's my logic. Nobody was going.
I swear, if you weren't watching the episode, it sounded like we got like somebody else in your seat.
I know. That's my now locking. That's where I think you are nuts. Because at the same time,
This
team could
they literally
lose.
want
They
to
might not
lose.
lose 28 games.
They
in a
could
row.
definitely
They
go
could
to
lose
20. They could definitely lose 20 in a row.
I would say
And be
I
cool
could
with it.
definitely see him
And be
going on a
happy with it.
14-game losing streak, winning the game, then going back on a 14-game losing
they
streak.
can
And it's just
definitely
the
win
same.
16 games. That's why I'm like, I ain't locking it. But I see the world where it's like, oh, they won 21 games last year. They was ass. We just spent a lot of time on the Nets. I like to start.
Give us your next lock then, since you wanted to give us your next lock.
The Hawks.
I'm going to do something different. I think all of y'all locks have been overs.
I got a few unders too.
Under lock. You got an under lock?
Yeah, I got 3 of them.
How many locks? How? We were supposed to bring 3 locks.
You got 7 locks?
He pulled the Ray.
You did too much work.
I got 6 locks. So,
Wow. I mean, I'm curious.
Yeah, they had a play where they had some nice ball movement, and Alex Sarr hit a 3. I'm like, okay, big man.
that's kind of why I think he's going to win Rookie of the Year because he might have the stats. They just not going to be that good, and he's just going to be able to rock
Let's
out.
make a bet.
What's up?
I bet his ass don't win rookie of the year.
Bro, they just trying to bet with you today, D-Mills.
I know, it's crazy.
What?
I'm the betting guy.
You can't parlay the
Yeah,
futures?
that's what I did. You remember I told you I did that? I did Alex Star Rookie of the Year.
All right, but
That's
those are
why
the
he
awards.
got rookie of the year. He got the parlay out.
He needs to win Rookie of the Year.
Let's bet.
He's speaking
the
into
bet?
existence.
Alex Sarr don't win rookie of the year.
I know, but what's the bet?
What? You talk to me.
Gee.
Come on.
I'm not just going to agree to a bet without knowing
He's
what
picking
So
the
talk
field.
to me. Come on.
No, he mean like is it $20? Is it a million?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm saying talk to me. What the hell? Why is it all just on me?
We'll put $100 on it.
You bet $100 on
D
we've done a
Mills-
lot of bad bets on this show. That's one of the worst ones. He's got the field. He's got 59 other rookies that can win. You have one guy.
Reed Shepard, Ryan Dillingham,
Zach Edey,
Zach
like-
Edey.
You
Zach
money.
But you
Edey
just
at-
won, you money man. $100? That's what you said? Ain't nothing to dare.
Bro, he
Someone throw a team out.
the Celtics.
Celtics.
58 and a half.
I took the under as a lock, actually.
You just locking everything.
dude, yeah, you locking a lot of stuff.
Follow directions next time. Follow
Wait,
directions.
you're locking
What's
the
crazier?
under?
Locking
The worst
the
team or the
Nuggets?
best
I mean,
team?
the Brooklyn. You got me flustered. Locking the Nets or locking the under for the Celtics? What is crazier?
He did will decide for this shit.
What? No.
I want to say locking the
Locking the under?
locking the under on the Celtics. I would say.
That is.
That was.
I'm listening. Give us your rationale.
Well,
to not
what-
just betting the under, that's one thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
locking it is another.
Here was my rationale behind it. I thought that they could come in, no Porzingis. I thought he was a big boost to what they did last year. I know they do have a very talented roster, but not having him gonna hurt.
They were
Also-
21-4 without
I was gonna
Porzingis.
say,
last
you
season.
know they
Listen,
record without
they were
Porzingis.
21-4.
Y'all you can't tell me, give you my rationale.
I'm sorry.
And then
But when it's
interrupt.
flawed, I just have to step in. But go ahead.
The East has gotten better.
Yes, they have.
And I just think that to me would translate to win. They also unfortunately they're now the reigning champions. So now they're gonna get every team's best effort every single night. So like
I'm laughing at that.
I
one.
think I'm not saying they're gonna fall off the cliff at 58
Pistons
and a
gonna
half.
come in.
That is falling off. They won 64 games. You're expecting them to win 57.
Yes. What's wrong with that? It's the East. It's competitive as hell.
That's a 10-game drop-off?
That's almost a 10-game drop-off. But I agree with you. It is competitive as hell.
And they still got to play the teams out west. So like I wouldn't be surprised if they lost a few
The
less
East got
games.
better, but they didn't get that much better.
I was gonna say it's the same teams that was already good that got
Again,
better.
I don't
too.
mind you going under, obviously.
Yeah.
It's the lock that's crazy to me. You don't see there was a world where they win 59 games?
Well,
Yeah, like I went over. I got them at 60. They might not have 64, 65 wins.
Because
but
remember, the lock means that's it.
you're guaranteeing it, basically. A lock is guaranteed.
They will win 57 games next year.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Let's
Bro,
make
I
another
just
bet.
be
No.
getting the feeling he-
I want in on that bet.
No.
It don't
I
have,
want in on
it don't
that.
have to be $100. Let's just make another bet. It don't have to be money. What we betting? You just
Oh, I
shake
don't
it.
know.
I could have told you. They don't do it. You got to shake your ass on camera. Come on.
Bet that one.
If the Celtics don't win, you got to draft the 2026 All-Star. We not even going to take a flight. You just going to drive 18 hours, no matter where it's at.
2026 isn't that already confirmed to be
I'm gonna look real.
Look
quick.
it up, Mike.
Into a dome. So
You
Is
got to
this
drive
LA?
to LA.
I got to drive to LA.
Let's not do that. I'd rather just fly.
So to back you up,
Yeah.
as even though I disagree, the team coming off a championship in the last 10 years have hit the under 7 times. The only 3 teams hit over off a championship is the 73-9 Warriors, a
Were there-
LeBron team, and then the third team was like in the early 2000s. I'm going over.
I'm taking over on that.
I'm going over.
So statistically, the odds are in my favor.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. But also, I don't know what the drop was. You know what I'm saying?
Statistically, though, the last shit was out of your favor with the Nets,
I have one more under.
which is
The Wolves at 52.5. I think that cat trade is going to.
Yeah, bro.
Is this a
hey,
lot?
I love Dmills,
I do
bro.
too. I do too.
I love.
Did you lock
D-Mills.
this one?
This was a lock as well.
You're having an all-timer, brother. This is an all-timer for Derek. I
'Cause-
cannot wait for a year from now when Clips has the video of you losing every lock.
there's no way you got 30 locks. What is it, a fucking lock?
Well, I only have 6 locks. I told you I had 6.
But only is a lot. Like, that's a lot of
When
locks, brother.
KB put in there, make sure you bring 3 each. I put 3 overs and 3 unders.
I
did
see.
each of
Okay,
the
I,
holes.
I see how you can interpret that way.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I did
Okay.
that.
Okay. I can see how that's interpreted. I'm
Oh.
so happy you did, by the way. So this is a lock under for you at 52 and a half.
52.5.
He was in there forcing locks. You done made me
Had
slap.
to be. You picked
made me-
Celtics under
You
lock.
made me slap Penny.
So, okay, talk to me. They
It
won
was more
56
so, for
last
me,
season.
it was the cat trade. I thought coming into this, it was probably going to be a big adjustment with adding Julius Randle. And also, he's not even, I don't even know if he's healthy to begin the season. We don't know yet. So that was more so my reason behind it. It's going to be a big gelling period.
Nas Reed would
we
just start.
We don't know how good this team will be with Randle on the roster.
Do you think it's going to be a bad team?
No, I think they're going to be a competent team out west. But when I looked at it, I said 52. They could probably be at 50, 49.
Yeah, I went under as well. I think they could still be a 50-win team. I just couldn't get to 53,
Yeah.
basically. I still think they could dog this regular season, though.
I think they can too.
Because I think they're deeper now than they were before the cat trade. Like, Dante DiVincenzo's a real player.
I just
Rob
thought
Dillingham
that-
might be too.
I went over on the Wolves.
I went over.
I just think
55.
that Julius Randle, Cat just provided so much damn spacing.
He's going to be a much better defender.
Julius Randle?
Yeah.
I thought Cat was an exceptional defender. Like
He's going to
very
be better. You thought he was an exceptional defender?
Hey, you ain't see me, but my eyes went wild.
Especially during that one game when he was guarding Nikola Jokic.
Oh,
That-
the one game. Okay, cool.
I like
All right,
that-
cool.
But that
And
makes
then-
when he
you,
was guarding
that
KD?
makes you exceptional?
No, but like,
Brother.
No,
brother,
listen.
Brother, I'm not listening.
No.
I'm not listening yet. Siri, what is the definition of exceptional?
Because,
Unusual, not typical. Unusually good, outstanding. You want to put that on his defensive shit, Carthy Towns?
I thought what Cat did was very good defensively.
in my mind, exceptional was for
Herb
Victor
Jones.
Wembanyama, Herb Jones, all defensive
Oh.
players.
I'm just saying for Cat was really good defensively. I think he's a better defender than Randle.
Okay.
Which team we on, man? Can we move to the next team? We all had the
So
over
do you think Julius Randle is a bad basketball player?
No.
So
I'm just saying Karl-Anthony Towns was a much better fit next to Anthony Edwards than Julius Randle, putting him next to Rudy Gobert.
on offense,
Yes.
there's two sides of the basketball.
And I still think defensively, Cat was still very good at guarding fours on switches. He held his own.
You don't think
And
Julius Randle can do that? In the context of what they, that's not act like they had Karl-Anthony. You talking about 1 or 2 games that you remember, brother. That was an 82-game
yes,
season.
and Cat was good the whole year.
What is your favorite defensive effort from him in the regular season?
In the I can't.
I would
think
agree
far.
that Cat was good defensively last year.
For what his role was.
Yes.
They're going to ask Julius Randle to do the same shit. Julius Randle was a good defender on a good defensive Knicks teams. So why can't he do the same shit with the Timberwolves, who is going to be an even better defensive team? With Rudy behind him, Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards, why would now all of a sudden Julius Randle is going to be just a bad defender?
I didn't say he was a bad defender. I said I think that Cat is better than him. And I also think offensively, Cat was a lot much better than him. Especially when you talk
I
about.
think we can agree that Cat is the better
Yes.
player.
Yeah.
That is not a
And
All
false.
I'm trying to say is you and a lot of other people, when y'all have this take, y'all say it in a way as like Julius Randle ain't shit.
No,
It's
and
just a fit.
And I also think, imagine that series where they did put Cat on Jokic. I don't think you're going to have that option to do that with Julius Randle.
But I just want to
And I
remind
just
you,
don't
we're
think he's
talking
gonna-
regular season
Yeah.
wins.
Yeah.
They see them 4
I don't
times.
think the Saints win a championship. But yeah, we're talking about a regular season.
Yeah, but also it's
And you're going off one team and one player. There's not really any teams that, bro, you can't ask Cat to do that again. The Knicks are going to play the Nuggets. He's going to have to guard them. We're going to see what's going to happen. I'm a Knicks fan.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to stop or contain Jokic. You can't ask him to do that again. So please do not put that in your head
No,
as
I'm not
Karl-Anthony
saying he could
Towns'
do-
level of defense.
No.
But I also think it was a tandem too, because the weak side Rudy
It was Rudy
Gobert
Gobert.
made it so impossible for Jokic. I mean, Jokic still had a good series. He had a couple
Yeah, he
bad
did.
games in it, but it was also a tandem thing.
Mhm.
Would you agree there as well?
yeah.
I think defensively as a whole, that's a really good point. But that's my point with Julius Randle on the Timberwolves. Defensively, that team is a good defensive team.
Yeah.
You're not asking Julius Randle to be all class. That's why Cat stood out to you.
So, you good
Hey,
though?
you finna get a raise after this. You own one with this episode. You in your bag. You in your bag. But they're a good defensive unit.
They are the good defensive unit.
So if you're just asking Julius Randle to do what you asked Cat to do, what are we talking about?
Do you think defensively?
But my last thing,
Uh-huh.
how do you think Cat is going to do defensively with the Knicks? As a starting center, do you think he's going to project to be a better defender this year than Julius Randle? Anchoring a defense.
Yeah, I think he's probably gonna take a lot of the things that he learned from playing with Minnesota and translate it over there. I saw him; he bought into the defensive side of the ball with that Minnesota culture. I think Thibodeau and the Knicks
with a Rudy next to him.
Yeah,
He won't have a
but
Rudy
even
next
when
to him.
Rudy was out of the game,
He's not getting what you said right now.
no, but I'm speaking on even when Rudy was out of the game, you saw Cat still anchor a defense to be very good at it.
That's different from parts of a game of what Rudy
Yeah,
is
but
out.
I think he could take those parts of the game and translate it into a
He
full
can.
game.
Do you think he will?
Yes, I
There's a
do.
different
Yes,
reality.
especially playing on a Tom Thibodeau and that defensive-minded culture in New York. Yes, he's going to buy into that.
Okay.
I think before that, when we saw Cat, there really wasn't a defensive-minded culture.
I
in
love your
Minnesota.
I love that you being optimistic because as a Knicks fan, I think I'm not really going out on what I'm going out on is we're going to have a damn good offense because Karl-Anthony Towns is going to stretch the floor and provide some spacing that no other center on our roster could give us, even Isaiah Hartenstein. Defensively, I'm understanding that with him anchoring it, we're going to have some headache moments, but
I saw that in the first preseason game.
we're going to have OG and McHale
That's
that
that's
you
the
hang
back
on
end.
to. The way that you're looking at Karl-Anthony Towns as a defender, I'm just as your brother want you to realize it's going to be a different circumstance. But if that's what you
there's a
believe,
reason why they traded for the 3-time DPOY. Because him as a solo 5
It
didn't
wasn't
work.
working.
But I also could agree that he's learned a lot and he should be better now as a full-time 5 than he was 3 years ago before they traded.
And it wasn't a defensive culture back then. I think Cat he bought into the defensive-minded culture that that Chris Finch brought into there.
no, I don't think there's one person that disagree with that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying buying in does not make you exceptional. Jalen Green can buy in this year with the Rockets defensively. I would not come up here and say he's an exceptional defender.
I would argue that he did buy in last year and he was still pretty ass defensively.
I think there's a huge difference in which you're. If you came up here and said Cat is exceptional compared to the other versions of Karl Anthony Towns, different conversation. But if you're telling me Cat is just a standalone exceptional defender now, I can't agree with that. Everything that you're saying is just flat out. It's not, if you're just going off of what you've seen from Cat, different conversation. But we're going to see. We're going to see.
When Cat was the 5 last season, the team had a net rating of a 4.2, a defensive rating of 110.9. Pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Mavs over 49.5.
Yes, second year jumper from Derek Lively. He already looked really good. He looks aggressive sometimes.
You saw that preseason move?
He looks
yesterday?
big. He looks
bro,
bigger.
he's demanding the ball in the post, getting it, looking like me in my prime. Like that right there.
Hey, he's on a heater today. I love it. I love
That
it.
coffee.
That
gun.
right there is that's not something that you could say he was doing last year at all. He was strictly just lobs. Now you have a dude that's willing to be a masher, go out there and punish smaller guys on him. I like that.
He spent some time with you this offseason, right?
Yeah,
A week?
he did.
Yeah.
He came to Chicago for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what's up.